everyone, welcome back to my channel, New Me by Hannah. It's so great to have you back with me again, so thank you for tuning in. If you are new to the channel, my name's Hannah, it's lovely to see you. If you are returning to the channel, then great to have you back. I hope you had an amazing week. So it occurred to me today, while I was pondering in Hannahland, that you watch these videos. Hopefully you enjoy them, but you don't actually know much, if anything, about me. So here in this video, I want to share with you 10 random facts about me, so hopefully you can get to know me a little bit more. I'd also really love it if you could comment below with a random fact about yourself, so hopefully I can get to know who's watching and maybe I can start to tailor some of the videos towards you. Also, if you have any questions that you want to ask me, as long as they're not like security questions to get my bank details, because we're not going there. But if you have anything in particular that you want to know about me, just pop it in the comments below and I will hopefully get back to you. Let's get into the video. So, the first random fact about me is that I'm an only child, so I don't have any brothers or sisters, and people are often like, do you not miss having a brother or sister? And quite frankly, no. I've heard stories about people telling me how they used to be bullied by their sisters and brothers and get in fights, and yeah, I'm not into that. So yeah, I don't mind. I'm very open with it. It would have been perhaps nice to try and have a brother or sister, but it doesn't bother me. I think the only thing that I've taken from being an only child is potentially that I wouldn't say selfish, but I find it quite hard to share. So, especially if there's chocolates around, you can probably notice that I'm the only child. Random fact number 2 is that I have never accidentally broken any bones in my body. So, kids normally break their arm or leg at school. None of that. However, I have had one deliberately broken. Sounds a bit weird, right? Not into anything creepy. But if you do want to find out more about that little statement, then I will pop a video above. Hopefully that'll explain it and less creepify you, if that's a word. The third random fact about me is that I don't really have a favourite colour. It used to be pink, but I guess I grew up a little bit more and potentially like an eggshell colour, but I do genuinely just like black and white. So no, I don't have a favourite colour, and I seem like I'm the only one that doesn't. The number 4 random fact that I'm going to give you today is that, if you hadn't noticed from any of my previous videos, I am in fact vegetarian. Now, this is going to cause some debate because I'm going to tell you straight out, I was vegetarian before it was even a thing. Like, I've been vegetarian since I was like a tiny child. So for me, it's not about putting it on others. Like, I couldn't care less what you want to eat. If you're not a vegetarian, it doesn't bother me. But I choose not to eat meat and fish. Just personal choice. If I was given the choice as an older person to decide, I would make the same decision. I do still eat eggs and I do still eat dairy, although I'm trying to limit the dairy because actually physically I feel better without it. So I wouldn't say I'm vegan, specifically not because I eat eggs, but perhaps 80% of me is vegan, 20% vegetarian, but it was only before it was cool. I like to think of myself as a bit of a trendsetter, but I didn't go so far as to create the vegan movement, so just noted. Moving on to random fact number 5, my favourite food in the world is probably just cheese and tomato pasta. As ridiculous as that sounds, I don't think you can beat a good pasta bake with melted crunchy cheese on the top. I don't think you can do it. I'm not eating much pasta right now, so that is definitely what I crave the most. And if I have a cheat meal, it is normally my go-to. But yeah, I don't think you can beat just a nice simple pasta bake. It's really good. My favorite film. I really had to think about this one because it's really difficult. I don't think you can actually pin it down to just one favorite film. I don't think anybody could. Maybe you can. So I think definitely one of my top films is Save the Last Dance. Proper old school rom-com. Absolutely love it. Not seen it for ages, so I must watch that soon. I'm also weirdly into disaster films. So Day After Tomorrow is definitely up there. Um, Things like San Andreas, that was an amazing film. Plus, that has The Rock in it. And four. A film that has The Rock in it, you can't not like that. Simple as. So yeah, those are probably in my top 10, if not my favorites. Favorite recording artist? Again, I'm quite old school. I'm into my old school hip hop and R&B. So any Missy Elliott song you cannot go wrong with. I also, on the flip side, I'm really into Avicii's old stuff. Really sad that we're not going to get any more of that. But yeah, anything like that. Anything with a really good beat that I can dance to. Random fact number 8 is that I do have a secret talent. And my secret talent is that I can play piano pretty well. So I started off when I was really young. I have done all of my grades. I did a diploma to teach it, but I haven't actually started to teach it yet. Potentially that might come in the future. But yeah, I really enjoy it. De-stresses me, and it's nothing like having a good bash on the grand piano for me. My earliest memory was potentially the first primary school that I went to. I don't know how old. I must have been like 5 or 6 at the time. And my teacher asked me to go up to like a year 6 class and get something from the teacher in that class. So I was like, yeah, no problem, I'll go and do it. So I went down the corridors to this other class, got to the classroom, looked through the window, and there was all these year 6 kids looking at me. Actually, they weren't looking at me. That's the story I was probably telling myself. But you know when you're like tiny and year 6 kids were probably like massive and daunting, and I was probably really self-conscious at that time, going into like the big kids class, and I must have paced that corridor for an hour. And I just remember eventually my teacher came to obviously check out where I was in case I'd, been abducted or something. And I think I was like, I can't go in, I'm too scared. So the teacher took me by the hand and went in with me, took me into the classroom to make sure I went in there to face it, got whatever we needed to get, and then we got the hell out of there. So that for me was such a minor experience, but I think it must have stuck with me for some reason. So yeah, moral of the story, face your fears. Finally, my weird fact number 10 is just what my hobbies are, really. So I thought you'd be interested to know that I'm obviously a bit of a gym freak, although at the moment it is a workout from home freak, which is actually going quite well. I've started to get into bodybuilding, so hopefully over the next few months you'll start to see some changes in me, and just the whole adrenaline of starting to see your body change is you know, it's quite a weird thing, but at the same time it kept me going, that's all. So hopefully we'll get back to that soon. I'm really into reading, always trying to like better myself, make myself more positive, particularly mindfulness. Sorry, but hippie kind of things like that. Self-help books, I guess. You can never read enough self-help books. And obviously, I love videos, making videos, these types of videos, which is obviously why you're watching, and I'll keep putting them out. So tell me if there's something you want me to talk about or that you'd like to see me discuss. So there you go. Those are my 10 interesting / non-interesting / weird facts about me. So hopefully now you feel like you know me a little bit better. Yeah, just as I said before, I'd love to know you as well. So please put me some random comment about yourself in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button, because then you can get more amazing videos like this one. And have a great weekend. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.